I grew up thinking my family was just making ends meet. My parents always said, "We can't afford that," and we lived paycheck to paycheck. Then one day, I accidentally discovered a bank statement that changed everything. Turns out, we weren't broke at all. Growing up, money was always a sensitive topic. We never went on vacations, never ate at fancy restaurants, and my parents constantly told me, "We can't afford it." I didn't question it. I learned to accept that some families have money and some don't. That is, until last year when I accidentally found something I wasn't supposed to see. It happened while I was helping my mum organise paperwork for tax season. She asked me to grab a folder from the cabinet, but when I pulled it out, another folder slipped out and landed on the floor. The papers spilled out, bank statements. I wasn't trying to snoop, but my eyes immediately caught something shocking. There was an account under my parents' names, with over $250,000 in savings. I froze. We were struggling with bills. My mum always said we didn't have enough for extras. So where did all this money come from? And why were they hiding it? That night I sat down with my parents, heart pounding. I found the bank statements. They looked at each other. My dad sighed. My mum looked guilty. "So, you weren't struggling all these years?" I asked. My dad cleared his throat. "It's not what you think, wasn't it? They had $250,000 saved up, yet we lived like we were one bad month away from losing everything." "Then what is it?" I pushed. Finally, my mom admitted it. "We were saving for you." I blinked. "What? That money was never for us," she said. "It's for your future, your college, your first home, your security." I was speechless. For years, I thought we were barely surviving. I grew up feeling guilty for asking for things, guilty for wanting more. And all this time, they had the money. But instead of spending it, they sacrificed everything to make sure I had a safety net. I didn't know how to feel. On one hand, I was angry. I grew up thinking we were poor, stressing over every little thing. On the other hand, they had been protecting me. They wanted me to grow up appreciating money instead of taking it for granted. And now, that money is still there, waiting for the day I need it. I may not agree with how they handled it, but I know one thing for sure. They did it out of love. Would you be upset if your parents hid money from you? Or do you think they did the right thing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Upvote if you believe financial lessons start at home. Share this with someone who needs to hear it.